Welcome back to ESL 1 Cologne. We're heading straight into Mirage's 100 Thieves. It's FURIA. Can 100 Thieves get more than one round this time? We're about to find out.
Oh, you've really painted a bleak picture, but sadly a true one, Frankie, as FURIA, they look to make this one a quick 2-0. It's been a dominant day of Counter-Strike with upsets all galore, but this one is only upsetting for the Thieves. JKS, nice start. Does take down Henny. We've got flying out of the A site, 4 FURIA members taking over control. We got those default smokes down as well. And the bomb's going to get planted triple for CT. Good fallback from JKS, able to play retake with his team and stay alive. And we have that kit smoke on Grat.
They're waiting for the perfect time on this flash. They've got it ready to go in. They've actually got a double flash, so they can throw one, and then when these players turn back around, if this one doesn't work, then they've got more up their sleeve. Flash is good, and it nets them 1 kill, but now getting pressured. Serato yet to throw his flash out. They just left... What? Serato with 3? The whirlwind, man. He's left, he's right, he's just taking them down wherever.
100 Thieves even played that well. Grat was playing anti-flash in the corner close to the bins on the right of CT while his teammates moved up wide. They get blinded, but there's no way the FURIA should be given that much ability to just win every fight with so little space. They're trapped on triple, there's cover from stairs, they can't move anywhere, and somehow they just win every battle. More specifically, Serato wins every battle. Not had to say his name all too much. It's been a Vinny and Art show back on Inferno, but here on Mirage, it could be a different time, a time for change. Art, though, back to his meddling ways in the middle. Not for long. Jacob's going to dig him out from the catwalk, and with that smoke down, 100 Thieves can fall back with a man advantage, but it didn't really work last time, despite that.
Oh, Grat's going to take a comp peek, and the timing is good. He really lines that one up. Removes Henny from the round, and FURIA, their forces are dwindling. JKS is ready for this peek from Serato and is able to deal with it. The force has worked brilliantly. Jacob's Deeg delivering 3. And 100 Thieves already matching their performance from Inferno.
Yeah, they can only win ecos. I think that's all we're learning. They've won 2 ecos, but yeah, nice little force, great Deeg shots, and you know, signs of brilliance showing through. We know what these guys can accomplish, we know what they have accomplished, but well, Inferno was not a good representation of what this team is. Maybe they can show up a bit better on Mirage. They've only played this map twice in the last few months as well. They blew Cloud9 out back on DreamHack, and that was Masters, and now playing it in Cologne, they lost to Chaos, who obviously topped the group and looked really, really good while doing it. Even beating FURIA, which was a shocker. So I can't wait to see more of Chaos in the playoffs. That's a great line, and well, they're a great team. But right now, it's FURIA, 100 Thieves, and 100 Thieves are making quick work of this pistol round for a change.
Oh, Dink onto Grat, and now he's just trying to stay alive. Flash is raining in, that gives him the peek onto Henny rather. Liaz throwing the flash. And so for Yuri, he's all alone. It's not looking good for him. He's going to try and get into the apartments, but Liaz is holding down this B bomb site. So we'll be encountering some resistance along the way. Jacob's all the way in T-spawn, and Yuri not ready for it. Does get blindsided. So it's 2 on the board for 100 Thieves. FURIA now, just down to pistols, and so this should be a 3rd looming. I like that we're having them start to recover, because then that holds a promise that this could still go the distance.
Yeah, especially when we also wanted that 3rd map, right? Vertigo's such a fun one to watch FURIA play. Art with his insanely good short spawn timings, getting up past that scaffolding, being a nuisance with the 2nd orb. But yeah, you know, we're 3 rounds in. I don't want to doubt 100 Thieves' ability, but they've really got to turn the dial up to 10, and that's not how you start. As they're getting caught by a Glock-up cat, wasn't covered from the window. JKS drops the bomb. With that, the round falls into place for 100 Thieves, but it was only an eco for FURIA, and now the big guns come through. The AKs, don't think there's going to be an AWP in this round yet, but well, at least not for FURIA. Grat, he'll have his nice and early.
Grat's faction's always exciting to watch on Mirage, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he can bring to the table here. Now that he's got that AWP out and there's no one to challenge him on the other side. Takes the AWP into the A site. He's playing CT, but Yuri is already down the catwalk and in the face of Azza, fully blind by ARP. Wrapping in through the catwalk is a man going by the name of Jacob, trying to come in on a fast flank, but it's got to be very, very fast because they are already in the B site. Liaz, good for one. But now getting pressured, Jacob's taken down another on this wrap. They lose the players inside of B, and we're into a 2-on-2. JKS lit up on the catwalk, gets dropped by Keserato, and this is going to leave Gratisfaction in the clutch. Getting closer with this AWP, looking, oh, that's a nice little flick. But Keserato trades Grat, just showing a little too much. And the AWP even retrieved as well. So now FURIA bring that with them into this round.
That's not a weapon you want to give away, is it? Grat, we know he has nice little flicks there, but unfortunately immediately traded. Look at this. Azza's flashed before he's round the corner, before he's even seen anyone. And, well, it follows up. A second flash and the entry coming through for FURIA up on catwalk. I love how they don't even rush the catwalk as well, right? 100 Thieves, Liaz is scared of that short play. He hides behind the bench, but it's really apartments where the bulk of the play is coming from. And that catwalk player slows down by going into ladder. Just so much pressure on B. And now 100 Thieves, they want to take some away. It's a default for FURIA, a bit of a change of pace, a welcome one as players hold on to the A site. That's where this bomb will end up. But they've got to get past JKS and Jacob's double setup over on the ramp. AWP coming in from connector on Art. He's looking around into middle. No one's giving them anything. Grat is playing towards the back of CT. This is a good setup for 100 Thieves. The only weakness is the window boost. And, well, no one's going for it yet, but it seems like they are interested. Jump on Henny's head. That is free real estate. And that's exactly what they won't do. They'll move away from it. As 100 Thieves clear out ramp. Misinformation potentially. Vinny's caught the timing. That is perfection. And the bomb spotted. So 100 Thieves should start to throw rotations at the problem, and they do.
Grat doesn't miss those. Keserato walks to his demise. Now, jungle has been lost and taken subsequently by Henny. He's moved into this position. Jacob's going to catch the bomb alone at ramp. And this has opened up a world of problems now for FURIA. You have to worry about getting this bomb back in their hands before they commit to anything. 35 seconds. Time is of the essence here. Art and Yuri both rotating back through T-spawn. Jacob has realized that this ramp area is empty for now. And he should have heard some of these players getting closer. Yuri, well, he has grabbed the bomb. It's a little bit late in the round to double back into B. And so they've got to commit into this 4-man stacked bomb site with 15 seconds left. What? There's the first kill. Yuri's going to find it. Gratisfaction's onto another. And that molly down at the ramp denies the push. It is just going to have to be a save here for FURIA as their hands are tied.
I actually love that call from 100 Thieves to not break the window room vent, and that allows them to play towards the A site with a double ramp, 2 inside of B, and the AWP in CT supporting Con and holding Palace. What that means is FURIA, you know, you can boost window, you can even boost up into ladder. It doesn't matter. 100 Thieves have the players on B, they're playing for the A site plant, they don't care if you get window, and if you do break that vent, well then boom, suddenly there's a market rotation coming out to deal with you, and also Grat's in CT, so he can turn around and watch a flank. So yeah, I like that call from 100 Thieves, giving away the control to FURIA, but they don't care about it. They're not worried about it. And now we've got a bit of a mishmash buy on the T side.
Oh, there's 2 players pushing in through mid. He's ready for the first, but will he be ready for the second? Azza is an unknown entity, and Liaz is already on Cat, has dealt with the AWP. They do get into B as he moves out of the site. That's given the bomb plant over to FURIA. Something to work with now in this 4-on-4. Armed with only pistols and this 1 AK on Yuri. Can they find success on the back of it? 2 at Cat, 2 in the market for 100 Thieves.
Okay, Serrato's burning. He needs to move. He gets out of there alive, but fighting and spotting info, trying to figure out where these CTs are coming from. He's at least worked out there's 2 on the catwalk. The rest should come with the territory. Oh my, Azza double spray does some damage to the third, and Jacob now finding another. Henny in the apartments in the clutch. 1-on-3 has found the first, but they're sticking it in the bomb. Oh dear, that almost looked like it could have gone his way. Close shots on the diffuser, but Grat covers through the smoke. And 100 Thieves, they take it nice and slow, but they get it done with enough time remaining. That's a very scary round, though, especially with Art getting up catwalk. If he kills Liaz there, because of the fact that 100 Thieves are double mid pushing, that would be the B site empty. Liaz not only gets this kill, but makes the right call to move away to concede B. He knows they're running through apps, and if he hangs around and fights, not only could that be a gun given over, but, you know, another man lost, a disadvantage in favor of FURIA. That's a frustrating round to lose, considering the control the Brazilians were given, but it's fine. The money will come into play next, and they've got a hero AK on this one, thanks to Keserato.
Grat's got a bit of a gap to watch the catwalk. He's trying to put that to good use. Art's already gotten close to him down here in mid. Ooh, Gratisfaction not going to go back in. Throws that flash, and that there is Art's signal to go. Taking him out of the round, and now the AWP picked up as well. He's looking to put it to good use into this A site. FURIA with players up through the connector. Azza hasn't spotted that yet. He hasn't been able to. Keserato making noise in Palace. That's going to keep 2 players here at the A side of the map. Yuri is in the ladder room as well to try and cut off these rotations. JKS and Jacob both winning a fight apiece. Now JKS falls. But Jacob still being a nuisance and still putting up numbers. This leaves Yuri in a pretty rough spot indeed. 1v3, and these cat rotations that he was waiting for never even arrive. That's him put in the ground, and 100 Thieves, they get another.
Time may be of the essence, but considering Art swaps out his gun, I would have loved to see him throw his AK back into middle and grab that AWP. No one even went for the AK, no one reboosted, no one came in through jungle to grab it, and FURIA barely had weapons to work with, so it would have been really nice to see that swap out. Could have been 2 armed players on this T side coming into A. Instead, they walk into the crossfire, and 100 Thieves deal with them well. These setups are nice. These CT side setups from the Thieves are looking pretty good right now, and FURIA are failing to find answers. Their solutions have just been taking over B and overwhelming Azza or Liaz on these fast cat plays. But I wonder if they'll figure out the problem on A, and the fact that, you know, we have this default CT setup that's just really mowing down everyone coming through jungle side. Maybe a faster A approach out of the ramp and Palace, more of a default attack would be a better result over towards A. Molly out these spots. But for now, it's still another buy for FURIA, another chance of the action. Grab Molly's window to put out any smoke and give him that little gap once again. He's got it, but there's another smoke up cat. If he took that timing shot, he would have taken down Art, but instead it's Yuri to fall first. Art does trade onto Jacob, but Grat still lives to tell the tale.
But now they might reconsider. All right, this B play lost all of its momentum on the back of losing Yuri and Art over in middle, and so now they try and switch things up. They're going to boost up a man here for a bit of vision into the window room. Oh, Vinny watching Gratisfaction almost getting away with something there. JKS is in such a key position right now. He pushed into Palace earlier on in the round, and this is something that might be discounted by FURIA as they move into the A bomb site, especially with spotting Azza back in CT spawn. They molly the Palace. They're aware that that could be a possibility. Not quite able to follow up onto Liaz, and the longer JKS stays here, the more valuable this position becomes. The attention still being drawn away, but FURIA, they seem so aware, and down goes JKS. It's all onto Liaz. After a very quiet game back on Inferno, this man now the only one left to make a difference in this round. Keserato just waiting at ramp, flashes him off the angle. Art's waiting down in connector as well. The bomb's planted open, and with no utility here for Liaz, this should be an impossible round. He taps the bomb to try and bait a peek, and while he does find Art, still Keserato left to deal with, and he's just playing the timing game. This guy, so slippery, so annoying to play against. And even though he could go down with the bomb, he should be okay, and he is. It's actually Liaz to face that fate. FURIA, they get a third.
That's so sad for Liaz as well. He plays it perfectly. He waits to see if FURIA want to bring the fight to him. They don't. He isolates Art by going back around the other side of triple when Art's trying to check the defuse. And then, you know, what can you do? You're basically hoping Keserato makes a mistake and swings wide and commits to the fight. And even though Liaz goes wide himself to try and catch an off angle to that ramp player, he's not able to get the killing blow, only dinking and then dying to the bomb. That's just the middle finger on the top. Doesn't even get to save the AWP that he kills in Connector. And he's bought one of his own, but it's still a big expense for 100 Thieves. Solo B player right now. We've sometimes seen this be a bit of a problem. And FURIA, they're going to make the most of it. They're going to try and rush down this site. Grat is in market already, but the smokes are down. And he's coming through the door. Azza with one off the back of the short. He got boosted into the window. Liaz staying alive somehow, some way. Grat's come in for cover, and that's absolutely perfect. 2 shots. Vinny alone, 1-on-4 with a Galil, and this is not a good spot to be in.
Not at all. Even the remarkable Vinny is going to struggle to make this one look doable. And so Jacob mopping that up on the flank. It's 7 for 100 Thieves. Gratisfaction, we're getting to see him deliver with this AWP, and that's what we wanted. Jacob as well up there topping the charts alongside him. And FURIA falling a little quiet. The money troubles, they're set to continue here for the FURIA squad. Hero AK on ARP, smoke and a couple of flashes, and that's all they've got. Looking like they want to go fast into this A site out of spawn.
Serato lining up the flashes. Oh, he's beaten the Molotov. They should know this one. JKS might have just caught a glimpse of him and is going to hit a nice little chunky nade into Art's position. Teammates swinging, but there's the Palace drop. They can overwhelm JKS on the site. He gets nothing done but damage. Grab with the AWP shot from afar. He's going to have to hold the cross. Henny hitting a ridiculous shot with the P250. And now FURIA, they have deep positioning. Liaz has actually trapped a player in spawn. He's got a call for support. He didn't know he was there originally, and Grat bails him out. He has been saving some of these rounds for 100 Thieves. Henny has to move thanks to the Molotov, and now with an AK retrieve, this is doable for FURIA.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, and a lot of it is hinging on this CT fight right now. Gratisfaction has not been missing a beat, and that's going to continue. 3 in the round. Leaves it onto Serato again to try and play the timing at ramp, and just about missing that spray. It's an 8th on the board for the 100 Thieves.
Yeah, you said it right. It was all down to the man on the site, right? Because Serato, he's back on ramp where he won out that clutch versus Liaz earlier, but with a default plant, there's just no way he can do anything. It was a low econ round for FURIA. They didn't have a lot to play with. They were relying on Art's hero AKs. They often do. And so it's not really a worry. You can push it under the rug, forget about it. Got money now. That bomb plant has facilitated that. And so an AWP out on Henny, trying to beat Grat. And Grat and Jacob, look at that scoreboard. They are the guys to watch out for right now. We don't have anyone having a Vinny-like performance back from Inferno on this map. Not for FURIA at least. And that could make all the difference. Grat, very close timing shots, but nothing connecting through the smoke. Oh, Art gets blinded. He thinks someone's going to come through the connector. No one here for 100 Thieves playing passive. They've not been the ones to force the fight. Aside from the odd round where they get aggressive up top mid, this has been pretty passive setups. And will continue to be so, leaning towards A with 3. FURIA have that mid control. They smoke off the CT gap and they try and isolate Jacob in the jungle.
Oh, Jacob knows. He's aware. Only good for 1 though. Yuri is there to trade. Henny even dropping Gratisfaction in the meantime back in CT, and now this wrap into the A site. Oh, JKS getting mollied out, forced to take the fight by Yuri. And that's a fight JKS never wanted to have to attempt. Liaz and Azza left in this 2-on-4, and with Yuri locking down the jungle rotate, that only leaves CT open. That's far too much information for FURIA to have. And so these 2 players in this rather undoable round, they decide they have to try and save. Shake it away though, right? You're not in the business of hunting just yet if you're FURIA.
No, even for them, that would be a bit rancid. They need their own money right now, and they have nothing left in the bank. After we talk about Grat and Jacob being the 2 heroes of this team, they immediately die as the first 2 players of the round. That's not how you want it to go. Good isolation of Jacob in window there. Art just basically suicides for the kill. Sometimes he hits those shots, right? He's jumping off of the bench and landing, trying to hit a random spray. Yuri trades, and then Henny, he's already up on cap because 100 Thieves has started conceding middle in these last few rounds, and so he's able to hold for Grat's repeat from CT, where he's commonly been with this AWP, trying to support towards jungle, especially when he knows his team have already lost that position. So Grat gets baited into a fight that Henny's ready for, and there it is, you can see it. Henny very quick. Even JKS getting mollied as well. Just perfect round for FURIA. Starting to get a grips on this A bomb site now. Grat Glass Cannon AWP, but better than none, and he will find one. Arc gone in the window, even boosting up into the ladder room as well. He's able to support short. FURIA, though, they don't want B. They're setting up smokes on that A site.
Just an armada of utility here into A, and lurking behind it is JKS. Now going over is going to be Vinny, hounding him down.
Easy.
Removes him from the A site, and now that bomb plant can come through. Azza not going to take the peek out from CT, and maybe that's a good idea with the flurry utility that comes his way. Vinny waiting close on the other side, and we have Serato who can line up this pop flash to get him stuck in. There it is. Vinny slightly blinded, but good for one, and a follow-up as well. He's so damn low the whole time, and he's still putting up numbers. Azza and Gratisfaction left in this 2-on-3. They're going to give it a look in. They're going to try and give it a go, but something's got to present itself soon. And there it is, Gratisfaction nailing that shot. It all falls onto him in the 1v2 and missing. Oh, onto the pistol. Yuri is there to help out. And FURIA, they claim a fifth.
Yeah, the problems of that A site at the start of the map have started to slip away, and FURIA have had the answers. Vinny, I love that play. They don't throw like just the default smokes that cut off jungle and stairs, but they throw one in the site to go between default and triple. Vinny here jumps up on top of the site, kills JKS there. He knows he's been playing default or under Balk every single round, pretty much, and they're able to isolate him down. I have no idea how Vinny gets more in CT spawn, but that's great utility from Serato to set him up. Now 100 Thieves broke in the middle. I don't know. How do you even deal with that? Art couldn't see him, but Jacob has a little slither, a little gap to grab a gun, and 100 Thieves are going to run that one down. Grat picks it up, but they've lost the A site in the process.
Jacob's such a scary pistol player, man. He really is. Even with the USP, even when he's keeping it vanilla. Diaz gets naded out, and Jacob, they try and put him in the spot. Now they know there's another man there. That's the mop-up, and this round should get laid to rest pretty quickly. It's Vinny there to solidify it. 6 on the board for FURIA as we approach round 15, and there is the final investment coming through for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, it's got to be scary if you're the Thieves here, knowing that you've sort of let FURIA back into this half. You had full control. You were winning 3 rounds in a row every time. Every time FURIA got one round, you'd reset them. You never let them build an economy. Art and Henny rarely had these orbs in play. We had a lot of pistol rounds in this T side for FURIA, but now 2 rounds back-to-back, 3 rounds back-to-back, looking for a 4th to close the half. The money is no issue here, and well, it's quite the opposite situation for 100 Thieves. They're down on their luck and on their cash, and they're going to try and make up for it by gaining the map control up middle. But FURIA, they go back to these A smokes that have treated them oh so well. Even the default smoke that cuts off Grat in the spawn. He doesn't have an AWP this time. It's down to the rifles. 100 Thieves, they know what's about to happen. It's just about putting a stop to it.
Grat started them off on the right foot. The flashes are allowing him to keep this presence up. Still a threat back in CT, and now doubling up here with another man alongside him. They do lose Jacob, but Azza swinging out from the connector, able to put up even more resistance before he gets wall banged out. This fight is awkward in CT, but there's Liaz to save the day. 100 Thieves, they're going to get a 9th. It's 9-6. A much better face here from the Aussies as they recover on Mirage. Is it going to be enough to get us to go the distance? Going to have to find out in just a moment, aren't you? Don't go anywhere.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. history. But we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
Put enough riot into the man and eventually he will fall. Art on the rotation. He's also missed a couple of sitters and oh dear. 2 on 3 now. Gratisfaction down in the site. The rest of the gang departing somewhat. Molotov is going to hold JKS back and he's thinking, who the hell buys a Molotov in the pistol round? His attention drawn away. Queserato able to close the gap as a result, but he flicks back and does deal with Art inside of the site. Queserato left in the clutch and it should be undoable. It's 10 on the board for 100 Thieves.
That's a messy round. Not only flashing JKS, but both his teammates on triple as well. That's why that fight looks so weird. That's why everyone's whiffing their shots. Obviously, one that just kind of comes out of nowhere. He tries to flash from CT or from jungle to help his team out. And right at that point, JKS comes around wide on triple, and so FURIA have to turn their attention into the flashbang. You can't win them all. And right now, 100 Thieves, they want to win them all. They want to take it to a third. Vertigo being that finale to this series. They found a 9-6 half. They found a pistol round. It's a full eco for FURIA, who are going to require a big comeback once we hit those gun rounds. But regardless of that, 100 Thieves are in a really good position right now. And they know it.
Will they be ready for FURIA aggressing at ramp? Yes, is the answer. If you answer correctly, congratulations. You win an I can't talk. It's all good. Here it is. What I'm saying is look, you got it right. They killed them all, didn't they? And Vinny's now burning out. He's going to get followed up onto as well. It just leaves Queserato in another impossible clutch. He loves being in them. What's he going to be able to do here with just the USP?
Nothing.
Oh, if you answered nothing, congratulations, you win an overwhelming sense of accomplishment. That's what I meant to say earlier on, so I just reused it. That's how that works.
You didn't have to tell us, Harry. You can save your gold, but right now, FURIA, they've stacked it together. They've pulled their points, and they are buying up fully into this third round of the half. Obviously, ecoing this second, so they're not going to have a lot of utility. No Molotovs, no kits, no AWP, but it's not pretty for 100 Thieves either. This is a B-Rush buy if I've ever seen one before. They've got 2 MAC-10s and 2 Galils taking control of middle, more in the apartments. They could be coming under, though, by the looks of things. So 100 Thieves, maybe they want that A site after all. Boost up into the window is a bit of an Aussie classic here. Azza loves it. Behind the smoke, it's going to fade soon, and there's a gap there. Oh, Jacob, he's got a little angle there. He can take it away. Azza up into the window. Well, that's Liaz, rather, but Azza finds a kill ahead of him. And now there's only 3 up for FURIA. This is a nightmare. Oh, dear.
Oh, Jacob, your quick switching makes me nervous. Yuri playing around this smoke, gets bested by Jacob, the quickest switch in all the lands, and now just Keserato in a 1v5. 100 Thieves, they are looking poised to get us to Vertigo. And with how this game's going, it feels like it could happen.
Where's the Furia we saw from last map? I know it's only one rifle round. I don't want to look at it too much. And it was a bit of a fast one for 100 Thieves, where they just pressure everything at once, connector, window, up on Cat 2. But yeah, this is a very different affair right now. That's the power a CT side start can do for you, though. As it was actually so fast up the window, I didn't even realize it until the second player got boosted as well. So pacing from 100 Thieves are going back to middle. Okay, reasonable.
Well, all right. Rat now, molding now, as he gets taken down. Early on in the round, doesn't even get to see anything. But he does get to give the information that Henny was in window. So that's pretty cool. 100 Thieves all the way back on the long rotation in through T-spawn into this A site. And Furia, they've misread this one. They've gone heavy with a gamble stack over towards B, and that could not be further from the truth. Now that call comes in, they start to rotate bodies back into the A site. But we need these two players here, and Henny and Yuri, to stay alive. Henny dancing around, finally bested, finally dealt with, and the follow-up onto Art comes through. This A site now belongs to 100 Thieves.
The last bullet spray from Jacob as well. Oh, Vinny, he's gone through the smoke. He finds one, but JKS and Jacob, they're going to trade. Yuri's on his own, stuck in the jungle. The 100 Thieves have already spread out, split off from the bomb, looking to close this round with ease, you would think. Oh, no, don't give it to him. Not like this. It's not a round that you want to throw away if you're 100 Thieves. And JKS tucks immediately after Az's departure from the round. This should be it. The crossfire is here, and good peek from JKS. Cleans it up. 13-6, and this is it. This is the game right now, Furia. If you want to have a chance in Mirage, your map pick, how the tables have turned, you've got to win this round.
I just saw triple AWP.
Really?
I am 100% on that. I'm at 99%.
No,
I'll drop a percentile, but you know, my eyes, I can often rely on them to see things.
They are known for that.
There we go, they've done it. The eyes have pulled through. Keserato, Art, and Henny with an AWP apiece.
Jacob backstab Grat and Spawn, so that's not great. 61 damage, the right-click knife in the spine, and Keserato's got an AWP. 100 Thieves going, wait, Keserato's got the AWP? That's weird. They're about to find out. It's not weird, it's really weird.
Well, you know, if my pugs have taught me anything, it's that if you're losing, more AWPs is the go-to solution. AWP, getting the info, and getting the tag. Now, at this point, 100 Thieves, they still don't know that there's 3 AWPs. Like, you've been killed by one, another one's just rang out of the A site, but that could easily be someone rotating around with the AWP, or it could just be a double AWP setup. So they still don't know that there's so many AWPs in play. Yuri's going to find JKS up in Palace. Of course he is. Ooh, Art.
I think he saw him.
Yeah, this is scary for you, bud. Another tag from Art. He may as well have bought the scout at this point, man. Not quite finishing off the job, but he does tag them low, and that's going to make it a bit easier for the rest of the team. Azza looking to get out of the window, looking to leave and split this B site. He lands the cat jump, he gets into position. And so now for Keserato, holding on could be a pretty tall order indeed, especially with a player splitting in through Catwalk. Gratisfaction and Jacob, the two players that exchanged some blows at the beginning of this one. Well, up in the apartments, it hasn't gone well for them. That's Azza blindsiding Keserato from his short flank. Vinny's here, though, tries to push the envelope and get a bit aggressive. The bomb's still dropped in the apartments, and so for Jacob, this is a very rough spot to be in. He was looking for kills, nothing presents itself. And 100 Thieves still don't know about the triple AWP.
Yeah, maybe when you're dying to Keserato with it, you can kind of work it out, right? But That was a nice reaction for FURIA, despite Art only hitting damage, no kills. KSerato with good patience on this. He sees the jump, and he doesn't like freak out and react and try and hunt down that kill. He thinks, yeah, there's got to be a second, there's got to be another, and he waits for Grat to walk into his crosshair. Does get caught by Azeroth Cat. I don't think that was communicated. FURIA never knew he made the jump, but yeah, this level, you know, is not really a surprise when it comes through. It's more often than not, if anything. Full B rush here for 100 Thieves. FURIA have one of their orbs over on this site. No mollies left, though. It's down to the gunfights and the smokes that maybe could be dropped to the feet. Vinny could just throw one on this bench corner if he wants, go full taco, but when he get given the opportunity, it actually does come down. Nice flick from KSerato. That's why we have so many players available to use this sniper. He's going to go back in for more with the flash. Somehow hits a second. Azeroth close to the bomb. That was a crucial kill. He couldn't afford to die, and they haven't even cleared out Vinny. He'll get one before he gets hunted down, and even then, he will live to tell the tale through the smoke a second. It's that Henny rotate with the orb to finish it off.
Okay, I was thinking like, okay, but maybe they don't save that other orb and they move. Nope, they saved it, they grabbed it, they're keeping it going. Why not? You know, why not? This is, I mean, to be fair, if KSerato is donning shots like that, then yeah, go for it. I was so ready for him to get the third as well. Vinny, so crucial. Frankie actually said during the death segment, he feels like an AWP's best friend. Well, he is there to pick up the pieces. Once that AWP gets taken down in the B site, he anchors it from the bench. He puts up two. It looked like he was going to get the third, but Henny sniped it away from him. That nade is picture perfect from Art. Had a very quiet game thus far, has this man. Gone away with a lot of damage, but not many kills to his name. And as he's looking to shut down this attempt at the mid play, that molly might force some engagements his way. They extinguish it with a smoke. But now he knows that behind these boxes is where the danger lies. Down goes Jacob. Now Art maybe isn't ready for Azza, who is also behind these mid boxes, because Art only ever saw one person in mid. So he's going to rotate out. Gives up the middle area. 100 Thieves still leaning heavily over here towards the A site, but there are 3 players inside of this for FURIA.
Yeah, Grat smoked window from spawn to help out Azza. That means he gets to keep his utility, but now the one smoke is in the position it doesn't need to be. They've got to wait on Azza because they can't just walk out the ramp into this quad A site stack. Azza smoking jungle is one of the many problems that will be presented. Yuri under the Palk and a man in CT2. I was going to say he deals with him, but he doesn't. A whiff spray and the double entry. 100 Thieves, they found a way into this bomb site. It's up to the triple orb. Henny's trapped behind the boxes, going to find it hard to move. Grat's picked up a smoke on the body of his foes, but he can't plant as there's a gap from the short side. No way he's going to save this round. The triple orb could be the solution after all. And looking for the ace. It's all onto Liaz, trapped to the ramp side, the bomb in the open, and no one else is peeking. No one else is moving. They're leaving it to Art to create a masterpiece. He can't finish the job, but surely the short player can, and KSerato, he'll find the final shot to finish the round.
Does this mean that next time you jump into a public game, everyone's going to be running triple AWP?
They already are, honestly. That's already the standard meta, it feels like.
5 auto snipers, that's the level I'm playing at.
I remember that game. I think it was Havu who ran 5 AWPs on a CT side Mirage comeback. I think they beat Windstrike. I only remember because Norbert was, well, we could say outspoken about that matchup. And they pulled like a 13-2 comeback with 5 AWPs. And yeah, that was hilarious. That was really, I downloaded the demo, watched it back. It was brutal. But I think it was 4 AWPs and an auto. But it worked, and it was on CT Mirage, and it worked. Yeah, this is the map for it, though. Like
Yuri have moved away from it. Heartbreak. KSerato going back to his roots with the M4.
Oh, well, they actually didn't have the money. Oh, no, sorry, they did. They did have the money. But regardless, yeah, you lose one of them, right? I think as long as you got them for free, keep doing it. But you know eventually that 100 Thieves are going to be broke, and that is this round. So you don't want to run triple AWP into pistol.
No, this is the read, right? They've understood that there's no money, and you don't want to be giving one of your 3 AWPs over. Because suddenly, that's a bunch of problems that you just didn't need from the offset. 100 Thieves with only pistols. I say only, like their pistol work has been great. In particular, you're looking at Jacob there. Once again, continuing with his like high budget scout in this game. And it's looking like an all-in B plate. That nade even more damage. KSerato picking the perfect time to move on to this M4. Has an early rotation coming in from Vinny to try and help him out at this side of the map. Now, showing presence here for 100 Thieves has forced the rotation, and they slow it right down. They actually back out of the apartments. So they're looking to hit somewhere else, and as a result of just getting away with that one bit of damage onto K-Cerato, they've forced someone away elsewhere on the map. Boosting up into the window to be given this angle is Jacob. Art there with the AWP, and he's got to be careful. Oh, Art ready, one step ahead, somehow, some way. He's dealt with Jacob. Are they going to throw another up into the window? They are. It's Azza put up here, this time silently. They boost him up. And Art is not considering it. He's not going to be ready for someone wrapping around. This kill could make all the difference, but Yuri's got his back. Art in with another, trying to go for the fancy flick, but decides he's going to give up the connector for now. They get out. Art in with the repeat, gives the AWP over, but Yuri and K-Cerato, they've got the round locked in regardless.
I love how FURIA is so able to communicate well within their team. They love giving up positions that are really dangerous, and like if you miss your shot, your teammate's gonna die, but it enables you to play spots like that. Like not only Yuri helping from under balk and covering window as Art watches connector, but we see all the time like Vinny, when he's not been pressured on B, he's been coming through market and supporting window, watching that gap while Art swivels around looking at jungle and palace with the AWP. So yeah, FURIA, they love giving up this control, but they don't go down without a fight. They still keep someone there. This is a dangerous play. The results are working. He has really picked it up since he's gotten onto this AWP, as you would expect, even despite the tag.
He was 4 and 18.
Yeah. He's still here, by the way. He could have left. He could have gotten out.
Oh, this is... Look, he's running. He's like, just... It's nothing to him. But now up on Cat, it's going to be Azza locking down the kill. Vinny will get the trade at least. And K-Cerato holding aggressively. By the way, didn't say it. We were back to the triple AWPs here for FURIA. K-Cerato holding down the B bomb site, gives up his aggressive position. And so JKS and Liaz going through this smoke. K-Cerato's moved back into the market, and FURIA, they've leaned heavily into this A bomb site. A decision that might come back to haunt them if K-Cerato isn't able to find success on this crossing player. Really, this fight can make all the difference, because a 2-on-4 with the bomb planted in B, double AWP in the retake, that feels doable for 100 Thieves. Here comes the push. K-Cerato, it's all been telegraphed. He knows what's coming his way. He needs to land this shot, and there it is. JKS caught on the peak. Left onto Liaz now at a 1v4, and K-Cerato still being a nuisance with this AWP. Nice kill from Liaz to open it up, but as he drops in, they're already here. 11 for FURIA, now 2 away from 100 Thieves.
Obviously, 100 Thieves don't know where everyone is there, and that's why they're being safe playing from the apps. They're not running it down, but think about how the fact that FURIA are running 3A, 1 market, and then by the time Liaz jumps out into the site, there are 4 players there. Like, that's ridiculous. Such fast communication and rotations from FURIA once they spot that utility. And I will say there was a bit of a lax like in the push after the grenades come through. Very hard to figure out where those CT AWPs are playing though. And for this must feel like such a difficult game for 100 Thieves running against this triple AWP.
This was 13-6 to 100 Thieves. And now, you know, we stand at 13-11. Comeback well and truly on. And the thing that scares me the most is these individuals for FURIA that were very, very quiet. I'm talking about, you know, your Arts. I'm talking even about K-Cerato struggling a little bit. Well, they're finding their footing now, and they're starting to come alive. Art delivering us these, like, signature aggressive plays with his AWP. It's a scary time to be a 100 Thieves fan. Art going to drop that nade. It finds good damage onto 2 players in the top of mid, but fast into connector. Art going to get blindsided by the pace. Dropped there by Jacob. And now the AWP retrieved. Jungle is more than lost here. 100 Thieves moving in as they've taken this ground away from FURIA forcibly.
There's so many options here for 100 Thieves, but Vinny is here to deny everything from the CT spawn. That B rotation, cutting off Gratisfaction. Now that AWP is still in play for 100 Thieves, and they want the A site, but they know it's going to be heavily defended, and so they're not in a rush to do it. Yuri waiting default for a Palace lurk that's never going to come. That smoke is to cut off the catwalk player of K-Cerato, not just Liaz, who will just jump through it with no fear. Yuri doesn't realize he should hear the footsteps. They're running towards CT. Henny's fully blind. Yuri's caught under, and Vinny running through the own smoke, to get revenge. He'll only get damage. Azza almost wall banged out. Henny still standing in CT spawn. Queserato comes over the stairwell, but this orb, despite being on 4 HP, could save 100 Thieves.
The nade on Queserato could do it all, and there it is. Azza dunked out of the round. It falls to JKS, and he tries to swing. He tries to lock in a round by making a play happen. But it doesn't happen. He gets removed. 12 for FURIA. Of course, that was just upgraded pistols here and there, and a Mac 10 or 2 for 100 Thieves.
I love that idea, though, right? Like, the change of pace. They have certainly been giving FURIA a lot of respect. We haven't seen any, like, default A plays from 100 Thieves in a while. Maybe go back to that with this mid-lurk. The amount of control they gain there is really nice. They just focus on shutting down Art, getting the orb, getting the control behind enemy lines, and seeing where they can go with it. But FURIA is so patient on the retake. They don't rush that one. Call the nade, Harry, before it even left the hands. And this is it. We mentioned 6 rounds ago, FURIA, that one rifle round they had to win if they wanted to make this game happen. Well, this now is that exact same round for 100 Thieves. I didn't think I'd be saying it, but if they fall here, this could be the game. It's at least going to leave them, you know, with one more rifle round, but it will also put FURIA in the lead and on a path to the playoffs here for ESL One Cologne Online. Uh-oh. Up that ADR, buddy. No kills, only tags.
This B play, though, could come at the perfect time. You know, it's all going to come down to the speed of which these rotations come in and how long this double AWP hold of Queserato and Art are able to hold the line.
And he's got such a sight line, though, it's worth noting. This cat play is going to get torn apart by him.
There's one. Gratisfaction now on the angle. Art with a missed shot, and that opens up the catwalk. Queserato hiding close, in with the no-scope. Liaz gets a trade. It's a 2-on-3, as Vinny was able to deal with Jacob moving up through the cat smoke. FURIA, they fought long, they fought hard to get to this scoreline, and they're going to keep on fighting. They offer up another. Azza thrust into the clutch. Oh, with the spray, it's Azza, and he's got it down to the 1v1. Henny late in through catwalk. Azza clearing out the market, poising himself for the 1v1. Bomb ticking away. Henny is on the clock. The nade could do it all again. It goes into bench. Nothing found. Onto the USP for Henny. He needs to nail this shot, and Azza missing the spray, gets it close, but no cigar. Defuse comes in, and it's 13-all as FURIA make the retake happen.
Oh, you can't ask more from Azza there. The spray transfer to the seconds as they come out cat is so good, and I think he even had the read as to where he was coming from as well, but that's a classic. Why is he there? You know, why is he off the bomb? He taps it and goes so wide with that pistol. Like, why is Henny strafing out here? And considering the scoreline, Harry, you talk about, like, recoveries from someone like Art. Henny's 8-19, and he wins that crucial one-on-one that is going to decide likely the outcome of this map. FURIA 13-all. No AWP here for 100 Thieves. They had the option, they had the money, but they choose against it. They go for an A take. Last round, FURIA had 3 on this site, with Henny holding catwalk from triple. He had a lot of support towards ramp and palace. That at least got smoked off from 100 Thieves, but this time he's not even here. Art's having to rotate back, but he's been smoked off. Henny sat up on top of the ticket. Utility won't affect him here, only those flashbangs, but 100 Thieves are not pushing fast. They're waiting for the late flash. Here they come. Art's blind, he's getting molly. He's gonna hit a shot. Henny too. The orb's finding a couple, but 100 Thieves have the sight.
It's another 2-on-3 for 100 Thieves. This time, Liaz and Jacob get to give it their best attempt. Jacob trying to hold CT. Vinny is there, and he's very, very low, but he does have Queserato rotating in. This bomb hasn't gone down, and delaying this plant, hoping that FURIA drop the ball and give you a fight, is what 100 Thieves are hinging this whole round on right now. They need an engagement to be forced on out. Vinny landing the tag and finishing off Jacob. Liaz has got it down to a 1v1, and it's just Art left to beat. Liaz teetering on taking the peak, does get away with damage. It gets the information that it's Art on this AWP in jungle. Bomb now down, planted behind triple. Art does not seem aware of that. He was spamming the default box while that bomb was getting planted. And while this has happened, Liaz has crossed into CT. He needs his big brain shoes on. Making noise, Liaz. Ooh, he taps it, but he's not sticking it. Liaz is going to swing, and now Art creeping up, goes for the quick switch, and that's going to betray him.
I don't know if he realized he was close left there. Like, he should have worked it out after going wide, but the only other assumption is that Liaz is playing it deep from CT spawn and just kind of calling his bluff on that fake. Art decides to rush him down, but Liaz knows he has to be close because he's already checked the bomb. And that bomb, like you mentioned, not planted, got delayed by Vinny jumping up on top of Ticket. And yeah, this is a weird one. Very weird one. Oh, he didn't even have his gun out in time, and that's going to cost Fury a big round for Liaz to clutch out as well. These sprays have been so exciting in the 1vx's for 100 Thieves. Azra up on Cat with a double. Liaz does the same towards Spawn. And look at this money for Furia. It's all come tumbling down this entire streak of rounds. 7 in a row, only to be broke after losing 1. That's the economy for you. They had to force, they had to fight for this tooth and nail for everything they've got. Vertigo is on the horizon, never seemed more doable than ever for 100 Thieves. This is not the time to fall short.
Flash in, and oh, Vinny's so blind, taken out of the round. K-Serato now here in the B site, trying to play around the smoke. He darts in and darts out. K-Serato in with another. They can't find him. He's lost in the smoke. Now back to back with Liaz, and they finally deal with K-Serato. Liaz up with another, and it all falls onto Yuri. 1v2 to try and keep this dream alive for Furia, but Gratisfaction nails it. 15 on the board for 100 Thieves.
No money either, right? We talk about that last round being a pretty bad buy. K-Serato, I love that play. I've never seen anyone do that. Smoke that side of the site. You know, expected to get spammed from short, but no one's even looking at it. Furia, oh sorry, 100 Thieves is just expecting him to be in the site. He comes out with 2. Almost catches Liaz as well, but dropped in on from above. 100 Thieves are doing this. They're making this happen. It may have been a labored, delayed game. At one point, it seemed like they might have dropped it. But every round, every game, a Counter-Strike is winnable, no matter the score. Even for Art, he's going to try and find one fast. He does get traded. But at this point, trades are worth their weight in gold for Furia, especially when you're in Ds against AKs. Cat getting mollied. Mid is to the Ts. It all goes quiet.
Very passive play from Furia. Yuri holding close, and Henny peeking out from the site. He's drawn them in, but Yuri's not able to deliver the goods. As a double entry, Deeg out from Gratisfaction as he brings himself down to Furia's level. K-Serato does deal with 1. The AWP should get the trade here. Wasn't able to follow through, and K-Serato still a threat. Deeg out. What should be an impossible 1v3. Vertigo looking inevitable here unless K-Serato can do the impossible. Liaz locking down the jungle area. K-Serato, his problems are just beginning as he tries to get up through connector. No one giving him a fight, no one giving anything up. The flash is delaying the push. Molly in as well to add insult to injury. 100 Thieves is looking like they've done it. Liaz blindsided by K-Serato, but so little time makes this one all said and done. 100 Thieves, they lock in Vertigo. We go the distance. Both these teams wanting to reach the playoffs and showing that now more than ever. Who takes this series? Who takes a playoff spot? You're going to have to join us after the break to find out.